Today, we're talking about infrasound. Perhaps you've heard of the electromagnetic spectrum, including gamma, X-ray, and ultraviolet radiation, visible light, infrared light, and radio. But did you know that sound has a spectrum too? Just like electromagnetic energy, sound travels in waves. The two main properties of these waves are wavelength, the physical distance in meters between the peaks of two waves, and frequency, the number of times a peak will pass a given point in 1 second. Do you remember how multiplying the wavelength and frequency of light gives us the speed of light? Well, it's the same with sound, except it gives us the speed of sound, which in atmosphere at sea level is approximately 343.2 meters per second, or 768 miles per hour. Human beings usually only hear sounds within a limited part of the sound spectrum, from about 20 hertz or 20 cycles per second to about 20 kilohertz or 20,000 cycles per second. Sounds above the range of human hearing are called ultrasound and go from about 20 kilohertz to several gigahertz in frequency. Ultrasound is cool stuff and is useful for cleaning things, accelerating chemical processes, medical imaging devices, echolocation for animals like bats and dolphins, and driving dogs absolutely insane. Sounds below the range of human hearing, from about 20 hertz down to 1/1000th of a hertz, are called infrasound. Infrasound, like ultrasound, can be used for medical imaging, but is also used to track and study seismic activity and other geological phenomena. Because of its long wavelength, infrasound can travel long distances and avoid obstacles that would stop or diminish normal sound. But here's where it gets weird. Studies have shown that human subjects that were unknowingly exposed to infrasound of approximately 17 to 19 hertz have had some strange reactions. These reactions include uneasiness, anxiety, fear, chills down the spine, extreme sorrow, revulsion, the sensation of pressure on the chest, difficulty breathing, and even visual hallucinations. Do these symptoms sound familiar to you? That's right. Ghost sightings. These are many of the same sensations reported by folks who visited a supposedly haunted site. So what does this mean? Well, it's very likely that some of the ghost sightings and other paranormal things people seem to experience are nothing more than a little exposure to infrasound being produced nearby by human or natural sources. Infrasound comes from numerous natural sources like lightning strikes, earthquakes, avalanches, and storms, but it can also come from anthropogenic or human sources like explosions, large engines, some ventilation fans, and the wind disturbances around buildings. But let's say there are no ghosts, and it's all nothing but sound. Why does infrasound creep us out? Why should it mess with our heads so badly? Well, it turns out that some animals also use infrasound to communicate. Whales, elephants, hippos, rhinoceroses, and the really important one, big cats. Over the last several million years, big cats have been the deadliest predators of us humans and our hominid ancestors. Why does infrasound freak us out? Evolution. Those of our ancestors who heard infrasound, freaked out, and got the hell out of Dodge survived the quarter-ton marauding death kitten attacks and lived to pass on their genes. Their expert reactions to the roars of big cats helped us get this far and were a great thing, even if it means we all have to put up with paranormal hunting shows on educational TV channels, despite the total lack of scientific method. So the next time you get spooked in a dark, creepy place, check for tigers. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.